They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 18th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Makes the grab, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it, and you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Branch. Inside the 45. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The toss to the outside. Fights off the defender. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Wants to adjust the pattern. Was to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing is got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Robinson. Breaks the tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the 1st down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident.
Catch inside the 30 and still running.
Man, this this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The give to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Robinson. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try to get outside. Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
With the catch, it's Kearney. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Wheeler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Looking to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the bend, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. send the tight end in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go. Right. Here we go. Ready.
Hands it off. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. To the air, it's Barnett. He's got the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws. Got the quick pass. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Under fire. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Sends it downfield. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The offense changing the play. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time he's got his man. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Dogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll open this third quarter with a run. There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Gets it past the marker. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like 'em or hate 'em, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The toss to the right. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Surging forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's going to fire deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Wiley. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Sends it back in motion. Running into the open space. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Creates a little space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, you can tell this offense is frustrated, giving up another sack, and they're out of sync, out of sorts. They're just not used to this. This trigger man's usually good. This offense is usually good. They've had a day they would love to forget.
Hunt is in the air on 4th down. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Running behind that left side. Running to Green. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Leaves it with the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total